City, the dried harvest offers an inspiring blend of art, nature, and tradition, encapsulating the delicate balance between preservation and the celebration of food's deeper, richer flavors. Every aspect of the city is meticulously designed to honor the process of drying and storing food, creating a unique and visually stunning environment where life revolves around the art and science of preservation. Key architectural and artistic concepts. The Dried Tomato Plaza. This central square is the city's lifeblood, its heart beating with the vibrant energy of sun-dried tomatoes. The architecture reflects the textured, slightly wrinkled surfaces of dried tomatoes, with warm, sunlit tones of red and gold that mimic their richness. Buildings curve organically, as if shaped by the natural drying process itself, and every structure in the plaza celebrates the sun's role in preservation. Open-air markets, with canopies woven from dried plant fibers, sell artisanal products, and every visitor is greeted by the aromatic scent of tomatoes baking gently in the sun. Here, preservation is a celebration of the sun's warmth and the abundance it brings. The Nut and Berry Paths. The winding tree-lined streets of the Nut and Berry Paths exude a deep sense of nourishment and warmth. The architecture mimics the rugged shapes of nutshells and the deep purple, red, and blue hues of dried berries. Rounded, organic forms dominate the landscape, giving the streets a cozy, almost forest-like feel, as if the city is cradling its inhabitants in the bounty of nature. Nut-themed sculptures, symbolizing growth and potential, line the streets, and cafes tucked away beneath berry-laden canopies invite passers-by to sample homemade granola, dried fruit, and nut-based delicacies. The Nut and Berry Paths embody the city's commitment to health and natural sustenance. The Herb Gardens. Stepping into the herb gardens is like walking through a living, breathing painting. Latticework buildings, their designs inspired by the delicate veins of herbs, are painted in soft greens and silvers, creating a light, fragrant environment that blends seamlessly with the herbs that grow in every corner. Architectural flourishes resemble leaves reaching toward the sky, and the air is filled with the fragrant scents of rosemary, thyme, basil, and sage drying in the sun. This part of the city is designed to soothe and relax, a space where preservation becomes an art of peace, meditation, and healing. The Dried Seed Market. At the Dried Seed Market, geometry reigns supreme. The architecture, inspired by the inherent patterns found in seeds, is sharp yet rhythmic, an ode to the potential stored within each tiny seed. Stalls and shops are housed within structures that resemble the cross-sections of seeds, with intricate patterns echoing the cellular shapes of sunflowers, chia, flax, and more. The market hums with the earthy scents of dried seeds, while the bustling energy of traders and buyers creates a palpable sense of health and vitality. Here, seeds are symbols of both literal and metaphorical potential, representing the future growth they contain. The Dried Meat Lane. In contrast to the delicate designs of the herb gardens and seed market, the dried meat lane evokes strength and tradition. The architecture is rustic and sturdy, with wooden beams and brickwork that call to mind the smokehouses and drying racks of ancient times. Smoked meats hang from market stalls, their savory scent filling the air. Dark, rich hues of browns and reds dominate, creating a feeling of warmth and richness. The design of the street reflects the rugged, primal act of preservation through curing and drying, making this lane a symbol of strength, tradition, and the endurance of age-old methods. The city's philosophy and aesthetic. At its core, Incredibism City, the dried harvest, embodies the belief that food preservation is a sacred act, one that connects humanity to nature's cyclical abundance. The city's philosophy is grounded in the idea that preservation is not just a practical necessity, but a method of drawing out and enhancing the inherent qualities of nature's gifts. Here, the act of drying food mirrors the slower pace of life itself, each moment savored, each flavor intensified. The artistic style of the dried harvest is characterized by the use of natural textures and earthy color palettes. Architects and artists take inspiration from the dried, curled surfaces of fruits and herbs, creating a city that feels both tactile and deeply connected to the earth. There's a visual softness to the buildings and sculptures, which seem to follow the organic patterns found in nature. Nothing is sharp or overly modern. Instead, the city feels like a living, breathing entity where each structure is designed to evoke the slow, sun-warm process of drying and preserving. Incredibism artwork in the city is a celebration of this philosophy. Sculptures of swirling herbs and abstract murals depicting the sun's rays falling over racks of drying fruits dot the landscape. The art is both abstract and functional, much like the drying process itself. It captures the essence of nature while serving a vital purpose. The way of life. For the inhabitants of the dried harvest, life revolves around balance, sustainability, and deep appreciation for the natural world. The city's culture is rooted in the understanding that nothing should go to waste and that the slow, mindful processes of drying and preserving reflect an essential truth about life itself. The people here are mindful of their consumption and place a strong emphasis on living sustainably. They celebrate the slow process of food preparation, where meals are a communal, cherished part of daily life. The act of drying food, whether it's herbs, fruits, seeds, or meats, is seen as a way to honor the gifts of the earth, prolonging their life and enhancing their value. This city is not about quick consumption or fleeting trends. Instead, it is about preserving the richness of life, understanding that the process of preservation is as important as the food itself. Through the careful balance of architecture, food, and philosophy, the dried harvest serves as a beautiful metaphor for the relationship between nature's cycles and human life.